Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow. Welcome, everybody. Freedom 35ers, Cardano NFT podcast. This is episode 97, technically episode 98 for all the OGs out there. My name is Tommy. My name is TJ. I go by Lazy T.
And my name is Tom. I go by TOM.
Why?
Something like that.
MY?
Double M? Something along those lines. You nailed it. There you go.
There we
Tommy
go.
This week.
Does he have enough PTO time for this? Because I don't think it's been approved. He just, uses quite a bit of it lately.
He's definitely used his allotment for the year. He hasn't rolled over yet. It's not quite the new year.
I thought after a certain period of time, it gets just you use it or lose it type of thing. And I think he's lost it. So I don't know how he's pulling this one out for not being on the show tonight. I guess he's sick or whatever, right?
You had a short notice there to fill in, so that went pretty well. But I think he's not feeling well. They pumped him full of squid ink or something like that today. Looking at his inside, so yeah, I wasn't feeling great.
He's like, yeah, guys, we can either call it or you guys can do it, and I'll just reconvene next week. But next week we can't do it because it's a holiday for us down here in the States, so we wouldn't be doing it next week anyway. But there is going to be a live stream still, so we'll see you guys Monday for that. And I'm assuming Tommy will be better and healthy for that as well for the live stream.
I'll be sick then.
I'm gonna call it. He can just do it himself next week.
No, yeah, we definitely. I mean, with Thanksgiving, it keeps sneaking up on me now because it doesn't get the same time off. It's like back when we were in school. It's not the same impact. So it keeps sneaking up, and we couldn't leave it 2 weeks here in a row. We didn't want to do that, but no show. So I know we were almost thinking about just doing a game night, saying fuck it, like I'll just play games.
We did it. We just wanted to play games instead. And then we realized we can't do that because Thanksgiving. The last week is after Thanksgiving, so we'll do it then. But looking forward to that game night, that's for sure. Taking a break from stuff. It's funny you brought up the Thanksgiving week because every year I'm like, so we don't have off of work the whole week of Thanksgiving. I did in school. Yeah. So each year I make sure to take off on that Friday though. So I have off Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend.
They should give you Friday off. That's rough.
It's stupid just to go back for that Friday.
That's dumb. I actually one time when I was in college, just at the end when I was getting a job, one of my first jobs, went home for Thanksgiving and they were going to have us work on that Friday. And I came back. So I had to come back like Thanksgiving afternoon after eating. And when I walked in, my roommates were like, "Oh, you got some mail." And I opened it and they were like, "Oh, we let you go. We let like your whole group go from the training." Whoa. I was like, "Oh, nice. Great. Well, fantastic." Right. And then on Monday they called and they're like, "Where are you?"
Wait, what?
It was fantastic. I was like, "You remember you fired me?" And I just hung up.
The same person said that?
It was like it was totally different, like disconnected people. Yeah, they just had a letter in the mail.
Did you guys laid off
the whole division or whatever, or whole department.
God. Yeah. All right, so we had a new guest on Monday. We had the Book of Vika guy. First time on the show. That was pretty cool. Let me pull up the screen here.
That live stream, did we go the full 2 hours? Because it still went by fast though. See, now I lost my lights. My lights being booty right now, butt cheeks. But it flew by because of how much they got to fill us in kind of on everything they're doing since we were a little unfamiliar. I guess we didn't go much longer than I guess them being on, but it was a good episode.
It was nice to hear their how passionate they were about the project and what they have going on and how they listened to their community and kind of pivoted with the artwork and what they're going to have planned for the future. So that's cool. And it's always nice to hear when you have founders just kind of dialed into the space and kind of taking account for basically your customers, what they want with what's going on in the project. So to even have the option to switch back and forth from the original art to the new art, that's always a cool feature for people to have when projects offer that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, we get to talk to so many different projects doing different things. So this one just really seems like a project for the people that enjoy it, and then get people in, one for the people, for us, because it's not, we don't hear any of this, we're trying to do these specific things, or like, we're not bringing all these people over from Ethereum or from Web 2, it's like, no, we enjoy this blockchain and the communities within it. And we have our own community that are a fan of this artist and this art. We're giving them, like you said, we're listening to them and giving them more what they want. This is what the people want. We're going to give it to them.
I just remember what they said, because I know I brought this up during the live stream, but I don't know why I never thought about this before as far as an artist part of the project goes, as far as they have a certain style, but now they kind of had to match the traits with their style, because they had this one image or anime photos, like I was saying during the live stream, but now they have to incorporate all these different kind of traits that an NFT project requires. So I could see where people were like, hey, that one looks so badass, but the other ones are like, they're just so, because you just had to kind of cater to the NFT style of how art is within the blockchain.
Definitely. And I mean, I think we let them know that too. We're like, yeah, when it first came out, we liked exactly that, those 101s and some of the more rare ones, but some of those plain ones. And we said that about other projects we've seen too, where it's like,
Yep.
when you look, and especially when you look on like JPEG store, and the floor is just maybe one trait type, or in some cases it's been like one gender or something along those lines, but it's the entire like floor is just kind of stacked with that. You don't want to see that in a project. It's just not what you want to see come in. So I think they've definitely made those adjustments now. And like we said, we've seen it in other projects too. It's just kind of like, because then you get those ones, you get a little bored. Sometimes I just want an entry level. Maybe I can't afford to get anything more at the moment or invest more, but I still would like to own one of them. That's always a disappointment too.
Absolutely. So it was definitely fun having them on. I wouldn't mind having them back on again. I know we talked about Lua coming on, just even having a normal
That'd be
podcast.
a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to kind of talk about the overall sentiment of the space and just what's going on with other projects outside of what he's a part of there. So let's go.
That's that's what I meant, man, too. Project of the people. They brought, he's a big community member originally. That's where he started, was just a huge fan. And look where they brought him up to now, just because of, how much he interacts and enjoys their community. And that's the kind of I guess, energy they bring over there on their Discord side, that, they got people then staying around to join the team. We've seen that. I think, like Yummy has similar team members like that. So it's always great when you see that, but definitely for the people.
Very cool. So definitely looking forward to seeing their updated art in the next couple of weeks. We did get another update from another project that we enjoy. Early on, we haven't seen them an update in a while, so it was cool to see them say like what they have going on. They have the Her Monsters Foxy Fight Club. They're staking or gamified staking. I'm sorry, excuse me, coming up in next year, in January 22nd. So that is going to be cool. I don't know if you've seen this yet, or if anyone's watching has seen this yet. They did a thread about this a few days ago.
It was a couple days ago. I thought that was a little more recent.
Yeah, we were gonna I think you said, like you said, Tommy brushed over it on Monday, but we didn't really get to dive into it yet.
I just remember him saying Her Monsters and being like, "Oh, that'd be great," because I haven't really got the chance to follow up in a little bit here, and we were so into that project for a lot of reasons.
Oh yeah.
And I like this where they kind of, hey, we acknowledge, things have we've been building in the back end, getting things ready. And before we get into these holidays, we want to make sure we're spending time with our family, which, I think everyone in our space, it's kind of something they definitely focus on, whether it's for holiday times or just in general, for like, that's why I kind of have always been drawn to the Cardano side too. Definitely the emphasis on some mental health and, community and things like that. So seeing them say, yeah, we just want to take a step back and be together for the holidays, not have to necessarily focus 25/7 on this shit. And this is what we got planned though, after the holidays are done. Like, we're coming in strong, we're ready to go.
Yep.
This is really cool to see this.
I didn't even see this video like full way through until just now. That is really cool. I didn't realize that's how gamified they were making their staking platform. That's awesome.
Well, it's interesting because that's one of the things they emphasize. They're like, this is not a game. Like, it's not a game. We're not Cardania. We're not Goombles. We're not making a Web3 game here. This is gamified staking, but they're doing it in a way where, like, we've seen other projects kind of try and attempt this, and some have been a little more successful than others, obviously. But this is one where I think
this is really cool.
Yeah, they're finding a way, because that's the biggest thing, is not, you don't want it to be too much every single day, maybe all the time, but maybe every week checking in is definitely something that's more kind of reasonable. The expectations for your kind of users to come back for something like staking. So I definitely can see something like, we see it with Raccoon Syndicate, has their kind of game set up as far as their staking goes. And I like this a lot too, because we've always been big fans of the art. So seeing this kind of displayed in this way is fantastic.
Well, not even the art, just the tech too, their website. So just seeing, if there's a team that could do it, it's this team for sure, because we know what they could do as far as tech wise. So I read this part here, the RPG Fantasy League style, but I didn't watch the video fully just until now. That's really cool. So I can see where that RPG fantasy style kind of comes into play just by watching this video. Kind of reminds you of a long time ago, that game Mafia back in the day, where you kind of like set your story with the players that you have or the mafia
You
members
mean the
that you have.
browser
Yeah,
based
the
one?
browser
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna
the
because it was
browser
like a
game.
place like
No, not the PlayStation game. No,
like
the
a
browser
legit like
game.
mafia game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we used to play that I think in like the computer lab in high
All
school
the
or whatever.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
How
And yeah, you'd have your team and you'd send them out to little missions. And that's why I'm very curious to see how it ends up being with the training and everything, all those leveling up, the RPG part where you're playing a role, but then they also have training where you can potentially like level up or add extra stats. It'll be really cool. See,
yeah,
there,
it
it's
is.
not a game. It is not a
Nah.
game, but it is, gamified staking.
And it does say they're having a token come out too, a token sale and release for their
Mhm.
project. And the merch store coming this month. That's dope. Love their merchant style that they have going on. I know they had some merch out in NFT LV.
NFT
I wish I
con,
would have grabbed. I
CNFT
don't
con.
or saying exact. I don't know why I even say that. I already gave the
Um,
justification for
I
that,
think we're
but that's what it
supposed to,
was.
but yeah, you're probably saying it right. But no, their booth was one of the ones that definitely stood out the most. By far, really was a big, at least to me, is a big fan of their booth and what they did. And their merch also, I think, nailed it. Similar to another project we're going to be, I think, talking about coming up here. But their merch especially looked great. Like it was something that it even goes against something I've said in the past where, there's certain times where it's like, why would I, wear your project? Who are you? Even with kind of where they're at and still releasing a lot of stuff, I think their merch looked good enough that I'd be like, damn, I'd wear one of those hats without even like, who's her
As,
monsters. I don't know. I just like the hat. It's cool.
as far as a project goes, their branding is really good. So, because let's
Fantastic.
just say the NFT side, whatever reason fails, they have branding already. They have the merch for branding, they have the art for branding. They could easily just kind of make a merch line with everything they have going on because it just stands out. It's just really good and unique. So we've always been a fan of their art. So shout out to them. We're excited to see the update coming in January. We still have a few Her Monsters in our joint wallet, and I have 3 still in my personal wallet. So I'll definitely be
Pumping your bags here, TJ. Look at you.
exactly.
Look at you. Shame, shame.
I'm gonna be participating for sure in January. But yeah, speaking of another project with always good merch, and we always love their art. Did you
I won't even
see
wait
that?
for that merch.
I honestly, I'm talking about for a second before I bring up what's going on with them. I've been trying to order a shirt and a glass from them for I'm not lying for like a month. I've DM'd Demosthenes. Every time I put my address in, the shipping address, it just takes forever on the screen and loads. It won't show me the price for shipping. And I told them about it, and I don't know if they fixed it or not. I haven't checked in a week or two, but I've literally tried every week for about 3 weeks since CNFT ever since I saw Tommy have his merch. I'm like, damn, I really want one of those, a shirt and that glass.
They're
But
just sold out and they don't want to break the bad
no,
news to you. So they're just
oh,
like, website's down. Sorry.
no, don't be sold. I want that shirt. But no, Mallard Order. Yes, they have the partnership with Swamp Water. They have an IPA beer with them now, which is really dope. It's the one right here, and other Ethereum projects. They're collabing with Ethereum projects with Swamp Water with this IPA beer. So you can now buy I think it's a 4-pack. I think I was seeing right here. Yeah, 4-pack, 16-ounce can of beer. So this is really cool. I'm probably gonna buy some because I love IPA. You know
IPA,
me.
that's pretty, yeah, good choice
I
on their
love
part to
IPA.
go with the IPA. I think I might snag one of these just actually for once getting something like the collector's value. I really like
Yeah.
how the cans look. I am a sucker for that stuff sometimes, and even just like kind of looking for beers where I'll be like,
Yep.
I don't know what I want today, and like these 4 have like going to ABC Liquor or something. It's like these 4 are kick-ass labels. Let's go for it. Yeah,
Yep.
whatever. This has
I
got like
do
a
the same.
monk on it with a machete. Let's try it out.
What I love about
Um,
IPA beers too is like I feel it quicker than regular.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say how much do these have? These are like 7%. So yeah, it's a nice little giddy up. It's not like as crazy, but for sure.
I'd probably drink
Get
3 of
more
them
for
and
your
keep
money.
one for like the memorabilia
Exactly.
status
Yeah,
of
I
it.
think I'd keep one. Yeah, unopened. That'd be perfect.
So that's really cool. I'm actually
That's
I
awesome to
want
see.
I,
Those cans turned out great. Seeing them like
oh, they
that.
did really good. Good job on
Can you
these.
can you get like a mix? Does it just have to, or is it just the 4-packs?
I think it's just a 4-pack. What would be cool is
Oh,
if you could
okay.
get one of each in a
Yeah, that's what I thought.
4-pack.
That's what I wanted. Like a mix
That'd
of
be
them. That'd be
dope.
awesome.
Like
I'm
the mix and
surprised they don't
match
have a bundle
style of it.
pack. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that until now. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for their the transformation of the ducks. I don't know when that's happening. I want that to happen soon because I do want to see what those new ducks are going to look like. So hopefully this year we either see an update or maybe see some transformation ducks coming out soon. So that'd be cool. So keep an eye out for that. Check out the Swamp Water if you guys haven't yet. Also, while we're plugging, the middle of the video here, if you give a thumbs up and hit the sub button, that'd be great. Thumbs up for Tommy not being here. I'm just kidding.
Like and
Don't do that.
subscribe. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
I think that's weird though. I want to know more about this backstory, why they chose, NFT projects, how they got
Well, I
to think of
think
that. Like where they
it,
like are this one of their members or founders like within the NFT side and the NFT spaces? That's just interesting that they would. I just don't know the market, like or the fan base that they were kind of trying to appeal to, or if there's enough fans of these NFTs to buy a beer like that. I'm very curious about where that came from or how that
well,
worked.
I know they'll probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Nemesis had a partnership with a beer company, and I think it was this one, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, like doing
Um,
the art or something?
not doing the art, but I think she just knew someone
Oh,
within
okay. Interesting. That's
the
awesome.
yeah.
That's
So
really
I'm
cool
not
though.
yeah,
Those look great.
dope. All right, so next we have what is it,
What's up
Goombles, right?
next? What do we got? Oh yeah, I got some Goombles
Goombles
updates.
update. Yeah.
We got a lot of these, ones we've been waiting on. We're getting some good updates here before the holidays. A lot of games, especially. I feel like we always have like an episode or two where it's just like games galore. It's all games. Oh,
What?
that's right. This is the breaking down what you get for having the Goomble. I remember. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Well, they've been doing a lot of updates lately, honestly, Goombas. So the fact that we have another one is really cool. So I guess you now holding the Goombas, it says you get periodic NFT claims as well as other perks. So we get claimable NFTs holding the Goombas. I'm assuming this is all within the game. This is happening because you get the cosmetics that are exclusive, trading, it's a work in progress, redacted, so you get passive, and then the leaderboard too, which is a work in progress. So that's cool that they're giving some more use case to the NFTs for the holders, I should say, for the game that's coming out. I'm excited to play the next alpha or beta. I'm not sure what he's going to call the next one, but I'm definitely excited to play it. Did you get to play the last one?
No, I haven't got to play yet.
It was
I just
it
got to
was
watch you and Tommy play.
it was pretty cool. Yeah, I played it all the way through the levels that I could play.
I think
Honestly,
I
it
was
it
away
was dope.
in Canada then
I
or
think you might have
something.
been away. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I think I came back or something, and but you guys were still. I thought I watched you play it live. Maybe it was on the live stream or something, watching footage of you guys play. That might have been it actually. Um, but definitely, I mean, we see it's a good sign in a project when they're taking care of the people that originally minted. So definitely don't want to ever kind of turn your back on the original holders that were really there to support it to start out. You still have some Goombles, right? So here we are pumping our bags again. But this is one I'm actually, like you said, excited to get to actually play, especially since I haven't actually got to play it for real. And
Yeah,
I think I'm going to come in at a little better time when they got a little more polished, a little more features. I know it's still early in their game, but it is, from what I've seen, running pretty well, minus the occasional bugs and stuff that pop up. So I'm actually very excited to get this one a shot because I think they're doing something big for our space, at least with just getting a working mobile game going.
I think if anyone could do it, it's definitely Farmer Nash. He's dialed in, and he has been with gaming and NFT projects in general. So he'll definitely be able to get it done. I did see too. This is kind of pivoting a little bit with Goombles, but I saw that he posted maybe a week or two ago that there was a list of like all the I forget what it was, NFT games across the blockchain, and Goombles
Mm-hmm.
was the only Cardano game on there, but there was a significant amount. I forget what it pertained to, but it was just cool to see that they made the list with other blockchain games. Let me see if I can find it here. Here, Navi.
Like you
Uh,
said too, like he is very tied in like that. I like how he posts the stats. I think he posted one today or yesterday. It was about how many daily active users on like the number 2 Web3 game, and it was 87,000, I think, or something like that. So we're seeing, he's just
really?
showing that these numbers are coming back. People are engaging with these games on a daily basis. It's something that we may not all be directly tapped into or interacting and playing with, but
Mhm.
some are playing with these and enjoying them quite a bit.
Yep, definitely. Looking forward to that. You did show me something earlier was with this
Oh, is that cool
one
giveaway thing?
update.
I think I
Yeah.
didn't. I'm coming in a little late. I'm not as up on Twitter as I like to be anymore these days, just because of my work and stuff. I used to get to, I mean, fuck off at work a lot more, and especially when I was work from home when we first started this, and I was just edit. Like I remember one day it was like Tuesday, and I started like editing our rocket intro for the show,
Yeah.
and then like my work was supposed to have started, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do this the rest of the day. So that kind of thing. But I did see this. It looks like I think it was not. It's not the. They haven't just started it. They've been doing it for a bit, and probably by the time you're listening to it, I think everything's actually already been found that they, at least up to date of this, have released. But yeah, they've released these ones in batches because they were having problems with people brute force cracking the code. But they released these videos with hidden words. Kind of almost what it reminded me of is, it's a different style, but when Mallard Order had the word hunt. And I guess you find the clues, you find the hidden words, and it gives you the
Yeah.
seed phrase to a wallet. And when you get the wallet, you can take the NFT in it. This one, it was the last video, so it contained the last 4 words because they were releasing them in batches, so people couldn't just figure out the whole thing right away.
Right. Right.
And it kind of, I guess,
No, those
yeah, see,
scavenger hunts are fun. Like you said, the
yeah,
Mallard Order one, that was really fun because it gets the
gets the
whole
whole
community
community.
involved. Exactly. It gets everybody involved, and it gets, so you may not have like an actual full update yet, but just kind of getting everyone involved and participating in something that pertains to the project. That's always a good thing and a good thing to have, just to kind of continue to keep your community strong, just show like, hey, this is a fun little thing to do while we're still working behind the scenes type of stuff. So it's always cool to see projects have something like that going on. I know Her Monsters was big in those scavenger hunts. I know they had one
On their websites and stuff too.
their websites, of course. And I saw
Mhm.
they did one like, I don't know if it was actually a scavenger hunt, but they had little hidden stuff to find at a CNFT con, I'm calling my
Yeah,
account.
yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah,
I don't know
because
if
that
they
was
actually
some.
won anything though, but I know they
I think it was
had
just
stuff
something
like that.
fun. Like Tommy was
Yeah.
going around scanning shit, even in their booth, the ducks and all that. So yeah, and I agree. Like it's also, I feel like sometimes just like a healthy test of like how engaged the community is. Because I think if there's a project that was just kind of dead as far as its community and Discord interactions and Twitter interactions, and people have kind of moved on, and they're like, we're doing a scavenger hunt. Come find the words and find the wallet. I mean, maybe a couple people would do it to get something for free, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like we see in these kind of like when the Discord gets crazy for Mallard Order. And I'm sure that, this one as well, you can see just from like everyone sharing it and interacting with it, just how much people really enjoy it. So that's always kind of a nice thing too. It's like, oh, people are really still getting into it. We got the community still engaged, even though we may not have had a huge development or update extremely recently or
Yeah.
something. Um,
I will say I've noticed the past few weeks, like we've noticed more and more of our projects, just projects in general, just coming out with updates because they've been working behind the scenes for these past few months. So it's nice and refreshing to see, almost weekly now we see another project, even a few projects have something that they have planned coming out soon or very shortly. I'll say like within the next beginning of next year. So to see their hard work kind of paying off and their updates kind of coming out soon is great, and I'm excited for that because it was getting a little dry as far as like, all right, what are we going to talk about tonight? Because like we were searching for information or just topics in general. It was kind of tough a few weeks ago just to look for something to talk
it's
about.
it's been dead a couple weeks, couple of
Yeah.
live streams, a couple episodes. We're kind of like, there's not. I
Yeah.
mean, we just talk like wing it, and talk
Yeah.
about our general thoughts in the community where we're at right now. But it's not a whole lot of topics. Always, we don't always necessarily talk about every single update in the space. We talk about maybe ones that we find a little bit more interesting or relevant right now, or makes us a little
Yep.
more excited. Like I know we were looking before. I think Chilled Kongs, their staking just went live.
Yep.
But we're not as engaged or active with the Chilled
Right.
Kongs community. They don't get us as excited as they maybe once did. I will say, I think Fettuccine, they did their migration with ETH for the Angel
Yep.
Babies over to Cardano so they could get ready for their next stage. You have to have it on Cardano. I think he's trying to like force everyone to that has one. Like
Yeah.
I think he wants everyone to do it the next couple of weeks. So he's really pushing for it, which is a pretty big move to bring something from ETH over onto
Yeah.
Cardano that was ETH native at the time. But again, we're not. I don't have my Angel Baby any longer. You never had one, right,
No, I
TJ?
didn't get
Yeah,
one. No, it was, I think that was the time too. And ETH was
it was
pretty, it
expensive.
was a little
Yeah,
pricey on the pricier side.
we were still
But
getting pretty started. We were pretty early.
exactly. But one thing I'll say about him though, he really and truly did try to get like the
New
cross chain thing going. He was one of the first movers or idea makers for that. So hats off for him for really trying for that to happen. But I also do like that he just pivoted and is just bringing it over to Cardano because that's mostly where the fan base was anyways. He might have had a few new people from Ethereum side that even maybe coming over to Cardano now from that specifically that migration. So that is pretty cool. I mean, hats off him for even attempting that and just really trying to be the mover for doing that. I know we talked about it already, but Yummy looking forward to all the yummy updates, and I want to see the game and maybe get a card pack or something coming out soon, or at least by Q1 next year to kind of open something up, because that's when we interviewed them last year, Q1 in January,
I
talking
can't,
about the game and stuff.
I can't imagine how difficult it is, like doing what they do with dealing with the holidays and family. But man, if they could have those come out as Christmas gift, not on Christmas, I don't think,
Yeah.
I don't know how always effective that is because people are obviously busy then. You may not get as much hype as you'd like, but sometime around then, Tarkov always comes out with this New Year's update. It's a big deal. Or like the day after, it used to be the day after Christmas. It was always like perfect because then everyone was off work, but it was also not Christmas. So things like that, if you had some extra gifts to open, if we could be opening card packs or something like that, that'd be great.
Yeah. I definitely would enjoy that. Well,
I think
I
we're
don't
running
know.
out of time on our Zoom, right?
We are. It keeps
Yeah,
counting down, bro. It's like 4 minutes, it says.
because we're not on Tommy's accounts. We don't get the full experience here. We need to make that the Freedom 35ers account so we can
But
just log in these situations.
I don't
So we have
understand though.
unlimited.
It said 40 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
think it's even been close to 40 minutes. Maybe it's been 30. I don't think it's been close to 40 though.
I don't, and that's what it did last time to us. I think that's why we lost part of the episode because when you uploaded it, we're like, this was like 29 minutes. And we're like, we definitely just talked for 50 minutes. What the hell happened? Uh,
I don't understand that.
we'll see. That's the lost episode, that last one. So
I guess we got to wrap it up on the back end.
We're getting the light. We got to go, guys. So
hey, we're gone.